Hello everybody, my name is Rafael and you guys are watching Fix Gaming. Today is March 3rd actually, and that means it's a Tuesday. I hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday so far. I know I am, but today's gameplay is actually a COD Zombies gameplay from Shulkzy. This is on Advanced Warfare, the new Havoc DLC stuff. I don't really have zombies. That's something I'll be getting soon, especially, you know, with the DLC. But sorry for the lack of actual COD content. We've had like Watchdog stuff and stuff to go back behind our commentaries. That's because a lot of us are working on content right now. And for me personally, I just got my PlayStation 4 wired, which is great, right? Well, no, because apparently it's at 48 megabytes per second or something. That's what it's running at. Now, for some reason, when I run it through COD, I only get about 1 to 2 bars, and I lag so bad. Like, it's ridiculous. It's unplayable. However, Destiny and Battlefield 4, just for some reason, work fine. They were perfect, actually. If you guys know what's happening, please let me know. Any suggestions on how to fix that, because that'd be really awesome, so I could get you guys some content. But basically, today's commentary topic is talking about the patch notes for Advanced Warfare. So a new patch came out today, I believe, or yesterday, I'm not really sure, for Xbox One and Xbox 360. I'm not really sure when it'll come out for PS4. But there's just a lot of stuff added to this. For example, now there's 15 more prestige levels, which is awesome. Daffled is currently at Master Prestige, and when it comes out for PS4, he will be shooting for, you know, the new Master Prestige. Kind of sucks for me though, because I haven't been playing much on my personal account. I've been playing on other accounts, right? So I have about, I think I'm 11th or 12th prestige. I'm not really sure. So I really got to work hard for the 15th. For the new, you know, what's it called? Master Prestige. Right? But there's a whole bunch of different weapon balancing that came into the patch, right? Heavy weapons now have increased player movement speed by 5%. So, you know, you're faster with a heavy weapon, not as sluggish, right? They corrected the scopes on the AE4. If you guys haven't used the AE4, it's really bad. Like, the sights are garbage. It's absolutely terrible. It's really weird. It has you kind of guessing where the middle of the sights is and where your bullet's going. I don't like it. When I do use the AE4, I have to use like a scope or something on it. I don't know. The MK14 now has reduced recoil, and the ARX now has an increased magazine size. That's really good. I personally like the ARX a lot. I believe I have an elite variant. It's just a nice gun overall, even before this patch. Now, the AMR9 actually has increased damage and decreased time between bursts. Now, that's really awesome, because before, the AMR9 was a 6 kill shot, right? And so it was no matter what, basically 2 bursts, but it took forever for the next burst to happen. So it just really wasn't a viable option, because it took you a long time to kill, because you had to get the first burst and then the second burst. But now, with the increased damage, it'll actually take 5 bullets, so you can kill somebody in 1 burst if all your bullets go where they want. And they decrease the time between bursts, so even if you're not as accurate, you know, you still benefit from this patch, which is actually really awesome. Fortunately, I used to have an AMR9 Elite variant. I just decided to scrap it because back then it was just so bad. But we'll see. I think I have the Dynamo. I'm not really sure. But the AMR9, I haven't really used it yet. I haven't been on my PS4 because it's been lagging so bad. But I believe the AMR9 will be a more viable weapon, at least in public matches. Now, the SM6 now has reduced recoil. The KF5 has mid damage range increased, so it's more deadly at, you know, mid to range damage. Now, the Atlas 45 also has their mid damage range increased and the max damage range increased. So the Atlas 45 is just more usable, I guess. Not really. The PDW now has increased damage. The PDW is the pistol that it's like the automatic pistol. You know, I guess that's good. I haven't really been using any pistols in Advanced Warfare. I mean, the RW1 from time to time, that was just for fun. Never really used it. Shotguns now have reduced spread when using gun-ho. And the S12 has an increased fire rate and increased damage, which is actually, I feel, kind of overpowered. Somebody could jump into the room and just absolutely melt everybody in there, especially with the increased fire rate and then the increased damage. The EPM3 has reduced recoil, but I feel like if Sledgehammer actually wants to balance out the EPM3, they should actually, like, I don't know, increase the damage, or I don't know, make a more viable weapon. It's really basically the worst gun ever. The Lynx now has a reduced recoil, and the Asm1, this is the nerf that everybody didn't really want because the Asm1 was used by everybody. Now it has a slightly reduced initial fire rate. Now that doesn't seem that bad, but one of the things that the Asm1 did that stood out from the rest is that it had a really fast fire rate for the first like 4 bullets. It would just spew out, and then the time to kill would just be so rapid, right? Now it's just a normal fire rate as always. This just kind of nerfs the Asm1, but I feel like it's still a really good weapon, and it'll still be really viable in competitive and public. You'll still see lots of people running around with it, no doubt. It's still a really good gun, but it just evens the playing field for the other guns and makes other guns more viable to use. Now, they also adjusted the kill feed speed. Originally, it used to be 4 seconds. Now it's 6 seconds. Now, the reason they would do this is because if you're, say, a YouTuber and you want to go sniping or whatever and you want to get a quad feed, right? You only had 4 seconds to do that. Now it's 6. It's a little bit easier, you know, a little bit easier on these gameplay artists or something. I don't know what they're called. Now, sentry guns also, the sentry turrets or whatever, you can actually melee them in one. They actually die in 1 melee. That's really good. They used to be 3 melee hits, and that was just so annoying, especially in like Comeback and Detroit, where they just put them in B, and it just melted people who walked through the door. Now it's actually viable. You just knife it once, right? But you gotta still get to it. But it used to be 3 times, and you just sat there for like 10 seconds trying to knife it while you're vulnerable, and yeah, it was just, and it took so many bullets to kill. Now it's, you know, it's better. I definitely agree with that. Now, Gun Game actually has an added leaderboard for a gun game, so you know, you can see how you compare with your friends or whatever. Overall, this patch was pretty big. It introduced a lot of new things. There's a lot of stuff I didn't mention, like glitches, and they fixed like out of map stuff and some different S&D stuff and some stuff with game modes. If you want to see the full patch notes, I'll put a link in the description down below. Actually, now today, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 actually came out. We will probably get some gameplay for you guys. We'll try to get some gameplay for you guys tomorrow. We'll see how it works. Worst case scenario, we'll get it eventually, but it'll happen. It is a fairly new game, and I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is just gonna, from what I've seen, it looks pretty amazing. Now, I want to talk a little bit on a new schedule that we're gonna have here at Fixed Gaming. Currently, we're doing 1 video a day. We want to move up to 3 videos a day. Now, I know that seems ridiculous, especially since we're having such trouble with 1 video a day. But right now, I'm the only person editing out of a whole group of people. But people like Shulkzy and Daffel, they actually got PCs, and we got them Vegas, and we got them a whole bunch of other stuff, and they can be editing. So we'll have like 1 Minecraft video every single day, 1 scary gameplay every single day, 1 COD commentary every single day, and then on the weekends we'll have like indie games and we'll have montages and stuff. We'll see how it works, but just look out for that in the few days or weeks to come. We'll also have like a specific time to upload. But that's basically it. So if you guys are new to Fixed Gaming, please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter and share us with your friends. That'll all be in the description down below. And that is it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Everything changes.